Extreme cold weather alert is in effect for Toronto.
The conditions certainly being felt by the homeless, and the pandemic only adding an extra challenge at city shelters. CTV's Mike Walker reports.
When the temperature drops this low, it can be dangerous, especially for those who are vulnerable, complicated further by the rapid spread of COVID-19 in shelters.
It's a choice that people have to make between going into a congregate setting where Omicron might be present, or staying outside where you could potentially freeze to death.
Diana Chan McNally is one of many outreach workers who have been trying to connect people with a warm place to stay. She says some are waiting hours, others are not having any luck.
People report to us that when they try to call central intake, which is the line that you call when you're trying to access an indoor bed, that not only are they not able to connect to anyone, that there are no beds, they're actually getting an automated message that tells them to call back later.
According to the city, 44 shelters are dealing with outbreaks. There are 282 total cases. Meantime, COVID-19 isolation and recovery programs are at 81% occupancy.
We're hoping to increase some capacity in that program. But at this stage, just given the transmissibility of the Omicron virus, we're also asking that shelters support people to isolate in situ or in the spaces that they're in, where they're connected to maybe other health or social supports.
I'm scared. I'm even compromised.
Jennifer Jewell is staying in a shelter hotel and is asking for more transparency.
What's the problem? I don't know how many cases there are here right now, because they're not acknowledging that there is an outbreak.
City officials say shelters are operating at nearly 98%. Advocates say the city must do more.
If the staffing is an issue, actually bringing in the military to support the provision of recovery beds would be really important. If they have to do that, they should. And again, the masks need to be deployed equitably to everyone, and everyone must have access to N95s.
Increasing some shelter space for people in need, incrementally increasing some of the space at the isolation and recovery site. We have made N95 masks available.
The city says making shelters safe and keeping them open remains its top priority. City officials say they're adding 20 additional beds to shelters tonight and are working on contingency plans to further expand capacity at shelters and warming centers for later in the week. Mike Walker, CTV News.